Next up on the list is called Case 23. The obvious question being, like, is this... we just talking about, like, a file? Like, which could almost fit into all this, or are we talking about just straight up a murder, which seems way more likely, honestly. Like some sort of actual criminal case. Hello, Cube. Just click on you do something? No. Chapter 1 of 4. The murder scene. It was the strangest scene I had ever seen in my long career as a homicide detective. The first time I stepped into that room, I knew there was something more than just a dead body. Fall 1971, the murder scene. Hello. Well, that's a familiar room over there. So I assume this is the death of the character from Cube Escape Seasons? Because she was blonde and she was in a room that had like that clock and everything like that in it, so this must be what's going on here. She must have gone out the door and died or something. Looks like this is probably gonna, speaking of the fact that that over there is Cube Escape Seasons, by the way, this is probably going to be a longer episode because they're immediately introducing that this is chapter 1 of 4, when Seasons was also a 4 chapter 1. So this probably won't be like a 25-minute quick playthrough. This is probably going to be like a few episodes again, like that one was. Alright, let's look at the body. Removing the hair. Oh, weird. We move it back. That's a strange sight. We have access to her mouth? Yeah, it's inside of... oh, great. Thanks for that being in my brain. Alright, an insect just came out of her mouth and went walking around. Check her hand. Can we check any other... oops. Can we check any other part of her body? Okay. You're able to open her shirt. Her top. Whatever you want to call it. The paper looks like the sugar... maybe a cube, or the sugar cube. I mean, all we know is it's a cube thing that has blood or fire on top of it, the letter I, and a dot. Anything up here this time? Nothing visible. I see no breaks in this wallpaper pattern. We can open the window, but that just reveals more of the area where our police car is outside. I need all the evidence first. Yep. We're gathering evidence for now, basically. Those are the two busy walls. Everything else is pretty straightforward. So when I click on the bug, it continues to walk around. Let's follow it. See where it finally ends up. Probably the ultimate goal here. How did that not lead to me finding it? Where'd it go? Where did it go? There you are. Surely you're gonna go somewhere ultimately. Oh, there it goes. It's navigating 3D space a bit. Oh, now that's in the way, huh? Alright, we'll come back to you in a bit. Let's get back to the wall we found you on. Now that it has some sort of barrier blocking it, we probably can just move the iron, but let's look at this for now. Parrot? Staticus? Okay, I just took that name clear off. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why I did that, but sure. So there's 1. There's 3. So cube burning, house burning, Rusty Lake Mental Health Institution. That's the one thing that connects these all together, is Rusty Lake, and the suggestion of there being a mental health facility of some kind. So burning cube, burning house, then something happens in the middle. Can I put this on the table too? Nope. Staticus on paper. There's something. Burning hand. Cube hand house. We have a cigar. Can I dial this phone? I can. Don't have a phone number to dial right now, but we'll keep that in mind. We have a crossword puzzle. Can I read that newspaper, though? No, you can see over here, it's clearly not text. It's all like gibberish, blurry stuff. Win an exclusive trip to Rusty Lake Fishing and Mental Health. finish in the puzzle, call the number below, and say the word. So 024 and then something something something. It's been scratched out. The painter of Lady of the Lake, Parrot, Neo Bucks Bobomia, Vincent Van Gogh, bedroom in something. Well, we know this one. PS. So this is number 2. P. Do I type P, or do I click here and take you to that? There we go. So I need to pick up physical objects that have the answers on them. So I don't really need to know them right now, because unless I have the object myself, I can't use it. Cigar. That doesn't fit there. So keep an eye out for items we can use to fill that in. Is the wallpaper broken anywhere? Nope. Every now and then the wall's like open, so now I'm paranoid about that. This is a familiar safe. There was no things hidden around. Nope. So looking out for another number. Ah. Cactus. I think I recognize the word that was on there. Was it Neobuxalmia? I think it said that on the side. There we go. It was a Neobuxalmia cactus. Neobobomomo. Whatever, however we're gonna try to pronounce that one. Alright. Russian nesting dolls. So this one is, we have woman, parrot, suicidal knife girl, fish, and then we have this monster guy. Black silhouette with wide eyes that we keep seeing. And now I've got a flower. Take it with me? Do I put it in my inventory? Do I move it to a different one of you guys? Oh yeah, you have the flower on the inside. That makes sense. Do I just close them all? No. Oh, now it's a fish. Okay. Now it's blood. Now it's an egg. And now it's a key. There we go. That's interesting. Do we have a locked thing already? It's probably just that drawer. Probably this thing right here. No. Well, the other one's open. We can pick you up. Can you go past it? Oh, it goes back and forth. We're supposed to kill it. Great. There's the other key. How? Neither of these are right. Okay. So I have one locked object and 2 keys, and none of them are the same thing. Is that a picture of the same room? Bedroom in Arles. So this picture is of the room that we were playing in Van Gogh's thing. Let me check something real quick. I'm just Googling bedroom in Arles to see if it looks like... Yeah, it does. The bedroom in Arles looks like the level that we played when we were playing the Van Gogh game. It looks like the same place. It has 2 portraits, it has a blue door and a bed and some stuff on a table and so on. I was just curious about that, if that location's based on his actual work or not. And it seems to be. Alright, so I can put that in the crossword puzzle. There's Arles. We're looking for a painter of Lady in the Lake. Is it in a book here? These seem to have symbols that might indicate something. What if I pick up the crosses? Maybe not. These ones won't go back down now. That one will? Maybe I was already right about something if they won't go down. These won't open. There we go. That's what those were. Ah, we have another clue. We have number 4. Cube, hand, house, eye. You burn the cube, burn your hand, burn the house, cut out your eye? Is that the sequence we're going for here? Concern. We have a jar of flies for some reason. This must be some kind of combination. Lots of symbols. Too many symbols to guess, really. We have squares, we have diamonds, we have lines, we have arrows pointing down, we have squiggles, and we have crosses. There's probably a cipher to put that through, so let's ignore that for now. So these are both open, and this one's still not open. That's the one we don't have a key for yet. A fishbowl. Put a fly in the fishbowl. Are you gonna eat that, or... Oh, can I blow it back and forth somehow? Oh, this is weird. That's really weird. They're going for a physics type puzzle? I take it back out, please, so I can maybe start over? I think the idea here is that you're supposed to use physics. Maybe I can reset by leaving? There we go. You can push it back and forth and try to make it go somewhere specific. I would think that maybe you're supposed to... Nope. Not quite like there. I would think maybe you're supposed to get it to go into the shell. It's the most like a basket shaped looking like opening. Otherwise maybe in the fish's mouth. Why is there a finger? Now it's on fire or glowing. So now do I put it in the fish's mouth or something? Yes. Now, okay, and then I burn the fish and sure. What? Oh, it's probably a file. Okay. I was like, wait, it's empty. No. What is happening in this game? Okay, The Lady of the Lake by Fleo. Just gonna rip that off, because that's a logical thing to do. You can't, this guy can't just memorize a name for like 3 seconds and then put it down. He's gotta rip it off. There we go. So now we have the code. Fate. We have the word fate. Oh, that calls back to the first couple of games where we were changing our fate using the codes. We need to dial 024, then 3 more numbers. And we need to type the name Filio. That has a cigar in a fire. Can I use the cigar here? No. Let's try opening it. That's the black cube. Oh. Well, that got weird. Oops. So I can use the cigar to burn it. Oops. That's what this is indicating, is to use the cigar inside this thing. Oh. Weird. Why use the cigar to burn it, though, if I can see behind it already? I'm not sure. I wonder if it must have some direct connection with things inside here, like, let's see. Lady of the Lake, burn with the cigar. Can I burn this part with the cigar too? Nope, just this part. But I could burn anything. The question is figuring out what I'd want to burn, like if there's a rule of some kind. Let's go back to exploring, just make sure I've looked at everything. So that's where we got the cigar, that's where we dialed the number, but I don't know the rest of the number yet. Interestingly, it seems like the rest of the number might have been concealed differently before. Here we have 6 digits showing down there, and 4 of them are blotted out, and they're in different. It's slots. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. I mean, sorry. 1, 3. Wait, there's 7 digits, aren't there? Yeah. There's 7 digits, and you can only see slots 2 and 4. Everything else is blotted out. Here there's 6 digits, and only the last 3 are blotted out, which is different. Don't know if that has any significance at all, but that's the case. So I need indications of numbers. Is this thing openable or something? It almost looks like it'd be a pamphlet that opens. No. Weird. Can I move it? Nope, it resets. Okay. We have a 4-digit code that would go in here. These have all been opened. This thing goes up and down. That's where we got the dead bug. I think we're just done with that. Can I even put a fly in again? Nope. Don't see what I would do with that. Okay. The entire door disappears. That's odd. The ceiling is empty. This entire room looks empty aside from this one body, which I don't think I can do anything else with. This is similarly empty. Curtains don't have anything drawn on them or anything. No clues on the parrot thing. Nope. So I believe the next step is probably to figure out what to do with these books and to figure out if there's any kind of cipher to this. So I need an idea when to do these. I think it correlates with the symbols back here, but this is noise. I need a cipher. So this is our cipher. Okay. It's you. Cube. Hand. House. I. Cube. Oops. Cube. Hand. Which hand, though? That would be a... That'd be a right hand. So, cube. Her right hand. House. Then I. Does each eye have a different thing? Yes, it does. I need to double check the eye. So her right eye and her right hand. Cube, hand, house, eye. Okay, so circle dot. Triangle down, I suppose. Crosshair square. Let's see here. There's no circle dot here, is there? Are these symbols on here? These are definitely numbers. These are most certainly numbers. Where is circle dot? Or crosshair? Those don't appear to be here. I can kind of say that that's maybe the arrow down. I wish this would stay in its state. There's a square and a crosshair. Square is here. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what to make of it. I wish this would stay as a reliable reference so I didn't have to keep re-clearing it. Getting better at centering my marks at least, so I don't have to do weird burns. The circle dot, down arrow, crosshair, square. So if we pretend this is a circle dot, we do down arrow. I mean, there's no crosshair in a square. There's squares. What's this one? This one's just blank? Or backwards? I wonder if there's just somewhere else I can put this information in? I just don't see where else I could put that in. Maybe I need to disregard that clue for now? Progress something else? This is the only thing left, though. Let's find a rule here. So that makes it drop. You're the one that's up by default. That makes it drop. That makes it drop. It stayed up. They both have the squiggle on it. They're also both green. I don't know which characteristics are more important, but there's no other green or squiggle anywhere else, is there? So let's try a cross. This guy? Oh yeah, he stayed up. And like arrow. Black is a dead end. If I go down black, I won't be able to go anywhere else. But I have to press this one second to last, because if we're doing similarities, this black one has to be last because it has no similarities with anything besides color. This one's black, which means I need to save an arrow for later. So let's do red. Red square. Then we can transition back into the tans to finish those off, I suppose. Grab that one and then that one. We have to go to pink from there. And there's the transition pink. This is going to work then, I think. This goes to red, then to blue. We go from blue to white, which lets me back to the black one that I said had to be last. And then now they're all floating. That's terrifying. Okay. Oh. We made all the books float, and now the shelf has risen up to meet them. Is this a drawer? Oh, here we go. I bet you have familiar symbols. Yeah, you do. There's circle dot. And arrow, I think, is next. The one that's down. Ah. Arrow. We want to double check real quick now. So it goes block, hand, house, eye. So next up is going to be crosshair square. Oh, they reset. That's not very nice. Going for the arrow. Crosshair. That's empty one. There's also a filled... Ah! There we go. Square. Not the cube, but just a square. 024355. There we go. You don't have to rip this one off, dude. So 0 0 2 4 3 5 5.
Hello.
Pay it on paper. How do I speak? Hello, this is Detective Dale Vandermeer.
Yes.
Is this Rusty Lake?
Say the word.
Bait?
I am sorry. Your flesh is already eaten.
that the end of the day? Ah, why are we vibrating? Oh, she's hanging from the ceiling now. Hi. Oh, cool. She's puking, puking at moths, and now she's flying upwards. Oh, there she goes. Onto the roof. It's all moths up there. Is it gonna spell something? 1421. Right. We still have a safe. 1421. Evidence. Rusty Lake Archive. Oh my god. We have the evidence. We did it. Alright. We might be the worst detective ever. But it's in like a bizarro universe where our terrible, terrible ideas result in us having victory and successfully solving and getting what we're trying to get. We need to get the evidence out of the safe. But like... we picked up a newspaper and we were like, let's solve the crossword puzzle in the newspaper. And it's like, what are you doing, detective? But because it's a bizarro universe escape room style universe, it works out and it solves the thing. So I'm enjoying this, of course, because I love escape rooms, and this is a little bit like that, but also completely nonsensical and sometimes, because it also has fantasy, weird horror things going on. At this point, the number one reason I want to have a VR headset is actually to play the, frankly, absurd amount of escape room games that people have made for VR, although I don't know if they're even good yet. Because I can't play them, so I don't know. But VR is so unmanageable, so this is kind of... This is like my workable solution for now, because I don't think I can even get VR to work in my living space. Blah. Besides just the money issue.